If you want to continue to follow our adventure, click subscribe. So you don't miss anything, click the bell notification. I told you the other day that when you come out here, you're going to have to learn patience. Otherwise, you're just always going to be frustrated. You're going to have to learn patience with people around you. You know, when you live in a house and you have a problem with your neighbor, you can still go inside the house and live with the problem. If they play the music too loud, for example, most likely you'll be able to call the police. The police come out, they'll tell you to turn down the music. You know, those kind of things. But out here, you really are kind of at the will of your neighbor. If they decide tonight is going to be a great night to have a party, you know, go drinking, loud music, run the generator all night, guess what? You're going to have to think that's a great idea because there's just not much you can do. Now, with this video, I want to tell you that there's a good and bad to it. Kevin has actually talked to me about this. He said that maybe I should rename the subtitle of my channel to The Good, the Bad, and the Reality. Used to be the good, the bad, and the ugly, now it's the good, bad, and reality. Well, that's what I want to talk to you about. The good, the bad, and the reality. And so today, I'm going to start out with the bad. So all week, we've had this campground to ourselves. It's been really nice here in Texas. Little county park. No one's bothered us. Everybody's left us alone. You know, last weekend was Easter weekend, and during the day, one of the campers would play his music real loud during the day, but at night he'd shut it off, no big deal. Well, yesterday, we had, about 6 cars show up with, I think, 3 campers. They started setting up, and, you know, they're a little rowdy, noisy, having a good time. And that's the thing, is they're coming out here to have a good time. And I don't think everybody realizes, not everybody's coming out here to have a good time. A lot of people come out here just to enjoy the lake, the environment, the wildlife, whatever it is they're coming out for. So we all have to learn how to get along. Well, usually if you understand how to get along, it's a one-sided thing. One person is just going to have to realize that the other party is going to do what they want to do. You know, Carolyn and I, we wrap up our evening and we start Netflix about 7 o'clock every night. Carolyn makes popcorn, and every night at 7 o'clock, we just kind of lay back, start watching Netflix. Regardless if you think that's what you would be doing or not, that's what we do. This is our lifestyle. And yeah, it's fun to believe that you would sit outside all night watching the moon and the lake and the stars, but most of the time, you just go inside and you relax. At least that's what we do. As soon as it got dark, whatever time that was, 8:30, they started up the generator and turned on a big light. Well, I mean, that's okay. You know, we shut off our generator about 7:30, but ours is one of those quiet generators. This one was one of those construction generators. I mean, it's loud. You know, it sounds like a lawnmower. Ours sounds more like maybe a water pump or something like that. But about, 10 o'clock, you know, they're drinking more. Now they're starting to turn up the music. Now they're starting to sing the music louder than the music itself and the generator. Of course, they can't hear each other over the generator, so they're talking very loudly. There's 2 ways you can handle this. One, you can be mad about it. Being mad about it for me really doesn't do anything, other than I'm just mad. Because I'm never going to go over and confront them. I just don't feel like that's a good idea to go out and start confronting people, especially if they're intoxicated. I mean, the only thing that's going to do is cause a fight, and they're still not going to change their mind. They're not going to say, okay, you're right, I'll shut down the music. They're going to get mad at you, and then you're going to be in some sort of conflict. Then the police are going to come out, and then you're going to be explaining yourself to the police. And so by, 1, 2 o'clock, you may get to bed. I don't allow myself anymore to get mad about it. It is what it is. And here's what I think. I've enjoyed this campground for a week. All alone, no one's bothered me, no one's knocked on the door, no one's complained, no one said a word. Well, now they're coming out and they're enjoying themselves. So why not just allow them to enjoy themselves? Be patient with them, because Monday morning they're not going to be here. I'm sure they're going to go, back to their lives. All I got to do is just wait a couple of days and the partying will end and it'll be back to being peaceful and I can go back to doing my thing. The most important thing you can do is wear earplugs. Well, last night, of course, they had this big spotlight on. For whatever reason, I mean, it seemed like they were pointing right into my window. Again, no big deal. All I had to do was put a blanket over the window. But here's the thing that in the beginning, I said the good, the bad, the reality. Here's the good part. Here's the reality part. The reality is most campgrounds like this one, this little county park, is filled with squatters, illegal activity, things going on that just make you feel uncomfortable. Trash is built up, and eventually they close these places down like this. But here's the thing about this is every weekend there's somebody out here camping. We're taking care of the place. They don't go in and destroy the bathrooms. They put the trash in the trash can, and it keeps the squatters out. I think it's important that the community comes out and enjoys their recreational areas and their day use areas. I've heard in the past people say, we don't go there anymore because the drug activity has taken over. A bunch of druggies and drug sales and all this stuff. Well, of course, be safe before you go and do what I'm getting ready to tell you, but I think it's time that we try to take back some of our local communities, parks, and recreational areas. It's a shame that illegal activity has told the rest of society, no, stay away from here, we're going to conduct our illegal activities. And it's proof right here. I've been to other campgrounds, these community campgrounds, county campgrounds, where the squatters and the drug activity has taken over, and what the officials have to do is come out and close it down, and you never know if it's open or closed, and it's always a big government issue. But here in Texas, like I said in a previous video, I've not seen one police officer come down here and patrol this campground, and we've been here 8 days. I would not want to mess with anybody here and do anything that they would disagree with. If they want to party, let them party, because they're keeping the place open, they're keeping it nice. There's no drug activities, no illegal activities, no trash. It's just a great campground, and people that are not going to be pushed around by criminals. I think there's two parts to this. One, be patient. At the same time, they're making sure that their campgrounds stay open. None of the bad activities are happening to their community. Thanks for watching. Quick like if you like the video, and happy travels.